What is going on, everybody? Listen, it is your boy Trey Sense, and we got a little bit of a video, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. What we're going to talk about today are 10 fragrances from my collection that are, in my opinion, the gold standard, because they're all in gold bottles. Let's go. First one I want to talk to you about is from the house of JPG, Jean Paul Gaultier, and it is Le Male Elixir. I've already got this sprayed on my hand. And what you get with this one is a little bit of a minty gourmand fragrance. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's really, really good. If you can pick this up for a good price, I think you'll like it. What I pick up on, again, is mint and gourmand. It's just, it smells like somebody is baking cookies. Not the biggest fan of these bottles, but still, it's gonna give you that vibe of somebody's baking something with just a kiss of mint running in the background. When you mix all that together, it just works. Compliment getter. Is it the reinvention of the wheel? No. Is it different than most of the fragrances I have in my collection? Yes. Yes, it is. But shop around for this one. Get it at a good price. Don't pay retail, full retail. Maybe check Joma's shop or something like that and get yourself a bottle of this at a good price. You won't need the 100 ml. Get yourself a 50 ml and be done with it. I think that will last you for quite a while. Great fragrance to wear on this weekend. This is Val's weekend and it's the weekend of lovers. So it's a good one to wear. From the house of JPG. This bottle is slick and hard to hold. From the house of JPG, it is Le Male Elixir. This next one is a pretty fragrance, and we're fixing to go on a Tom Ford run here. This next one is a pretty fragrance, and it is a woman's fragrance, but I'm man enough to wear it, and I think it's strong enough for a man. It is Tom Ford's Black Orchid Parfum. The opening to mid of this is very masculine. You get that chocolate truffle type of vibe. The dry down does lean more unisex to feminine, but the top to me leans more masculine than it does feminine. When you smell it, you go, wow, I don't think a woman would wear that. Excuse me. But I like it. I like it. I smelled it. I liked it. So I bought it. From the house of Tom Ford in a gold bottle representing the gold standard, we have Tom Ford's Black Orchid Parfum. I like that. I like that. The dry down reminds me of another fragrance from Tom Ford. I told you we was going on a little bit of a Tom Ford run, and this is Tom Ford's Noir Extreme Parfum. The dry down reminds me a little bit of this. Now this is stronger in the dry down. This is stronger, but this is another beautiful fragrance, another pretty boy fragrance. Now I'm not a Tom Ford fanboy by any stretch of the imagination. I just like to smell good. I could care whether it's Tom Ford or Tom and Jerry. It doesn't make me any difference. The thing is to smell good. Now, do you need this and the original Tom Ford Noir Extreme? You really don't. You just don't. Well, Trey, why do you have them both? That's a good question. Because I have an addiction. No, I'm just kidding. Review's sake, that's why I have them both. And I purchased this one in Biloxi, Gulfport, at a perfume shop where I got a discount. I think it was buy one, get one, 40% off. So that's why I purchased it. And this one I purchased at Dillard's with some of those coupons that I get where I get 25 or 30% off of your next purchase, you know, when we're doing that, what was that called? Scent extravaganza type of thing. So that's why. And this one, well, I ain't got to that one yet. I'll get to that one. But anyway, the dry down of Black Orchid reminds me a little bit of this one. Now, it's not as strong. It's not as strong in the dry down as this one, but I think this is just a pretty fragrance. And I think this should have been marketed unisex. If it wasn't marketed unisex, it may be, I don't know. But if not, it should have been. I could definitely see a lady wearing this. It does to me lean more masculine. It's just good. It's just really, really good. Really good. Compliment getting fragrance. It's sweet. It's soft, it's subtle, it's pretty, but it's masculine and it's gonna smell good on you. Not really a whole lot in my collection that smells like this either, other than my other Tom Ford Noir Extreme. But I could definitely see a young lady wearing this and liking it, and I can definitely tell you that women like this fragrance on a man, especially in the air, especially if you're dressed a certain way. This fragrance will get you compliments and it will get you noticed. I'm just saying. And the way that you need to dress with this one is clean. Just be neat and clean. Now, it will probably go better suit and tie or dress casual. Great fragrance for a wedding. If your homeboy is getting married and you and your lady wear this, I think it would rock. I think it would rock. A lot of times when I wear one Tom Ford Noir Extreme, I wear the other. I layer them together. I put on Tom Ford Noir Extreme and Noir Extreme Parfum and layer them and wear them together, and that's what works for me. But from the house of Tom Ford, it is Noir Extreme. This next one is one I was fixing to pick up, and it is from the house of Tom Ford as well, and it is Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra Parfum. And this one I picked up from a fellow reviewer that was getting out of the game. And I got this and Beau de Jour at a good price. I think I paid $130 shipped for this 100 ml and Beau de Jour. And this was practically full. Beau de Jour had been used a little bit, but this was practically full. And I gave $130 for both of them shipped, and thought that was a pretty good deal. So this one is tropical. It's tropical, but it is warm and inviting at the same time. But it's definitely going to give you sort of a clean, tropical vibe. Very, very well made fragrances from the house of Tom Ford. They're not going to be your strongest projectors. They're not going to be the type of fragrances that you absolutely just smell 1,000 feet away. But when a person comes close to you and comes into your person, they're going to smell them. They're going to think you smell really, really good. And they're Tom Ford fragrances, so they're well made. Again, I'm no Tom Ford frag boy, but I got to give credit where credit is due, because I was late to the Tom Ford party before I even had my first Tom Ford fragrance, but I'm here now. I like them. I like the way that they're made. They're good fragrances for the price. Again, Joma shop, Joma shop, Joma shop. Don't overpay for anything, especially fragrances that have been out for a while, because you can get them at places like, fragrance.ca and Joma Shop and Fragrance X, and save yourself quite a bit of money. So, or if you like me and you get some good coupons, then hey, spray up, shop up, do what you do, player, get you. But from the house of Tom Ford, it is Costa. Oh man, that is good. That is really good. Costa Azzurra Parfum. As I smell all three of the Tom Ford fragrances, they all have similarities. They all have certain similarities, but they're all good. From the house of Montblanc, it is Montblanc Emblem Absolute. And I think this is a great smelling fragrance. I think it's a secret weapon. I think it's slept on and completely overlooked. What is it gonna remind you of? Boss Bottle number 6 or Boss number 6, whichever one you call it. Not quite as apple pie-y and a little bit more clean, but still an absolute beautiful fragrance, a compliment getting fragrance. Compliments. When I wear this fragrance, the ladies go crazy. They all tell me how good I smell when I wear this fragrance. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. And they just sniff and you smell so good. And it's this. And it's not an expensive fragrance. It's decently made. Now, I just smelled an Elixir, and 3 Tom Fords. So is it of that quality? Not quite, but it's not at that price point either. You can buy a lifetime supply of this for what you're going to pay for Elixir, because I think this is about $30 or $40 a bottle, so you can easily get 3 to 4 bottles of this, which should last you forever, unless it's your everyday scent, which it could be. This could be a daily driver. Nonetheless, it's a good smelling fragrance. Again, think Boss bottled, a Boss number 6 with a little bit of the apple pie vibe toned down, and that's what you got with this one. All right, this next one, the gold standard, and this is just some man juice right here. Don't wear this if you ain't ready for it, and if you ain't man enough for it. From the house of Parfums de Marley, it's Godolphin, and this is a leather bomb, but I like it. I like it a lot. Leather and spice and everything nice. That's good. That's what you get. That's what you get with this. To me, this is a cold weather monster. I only wear this when the temperature is 40 degrees and below. Now that's just me. The reason I do it that way is because I have so many other fragrances to choose from. I can sit this on the shelf and say, it ain't cold enough for that. Okay, it's cold today. It's cold today. So I'm gonna hit myself with a couple of sprays of that, put on the appropriate JB butters, and hit the dough. This song, you should say, I'm gonna hit the highway, and I'm doing it my way, and it's gonna be a better day, a better day. Y'all remember that song? This is good. It's gonna remind you of another Tom Ford fragrance though, Tuscan leather, but this is good. From the house of Parfums de Marley, it is Godolphin. Nothing else to say about that joint. That's a nice leather fragrance. This one's a little bit of a stretch to get in here because it's kind of trimmed in gold, so we gonna count it. We gonna count it. From the house of Viktor&Rolf, it is Spicebomb Extreme. So that's copper, gold. It's close enough, right? Right, now you with me. Make sure I find an atomizer. I didn't spray myself, I just hit myself. And a lot of people that jumped on Spicebomb when it first came out, because when I first got into frag comment, as far as reviewing fragrances and watching videos, Spicebomb, the original, was the talk. Everybody wanted it. And then all of a sudden they talked about reformulations and all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden it wasn't as good. And then they released this one. So for everything, for all intents and purposes, from what I've been told, this smells like the original Spicebomb when it first came out. I don't know because I didn't jump on it. Because at that time, paying $100 and some odd dollars for a fragrance for me just wasn't in the cards. I was married, I had other stuff to worry about. Making sure that the wife had everything she needed, the kids had everything that they needed, head of my household. So I had other stuff to worry about. So when you're head of your household and money's tight, the last thing you're doing is spending $100 and some odd dollars on a fragrance. You know, that's at the beginning of the marriage. By the time the marriage ended, I had picked up my frag game a little bit, and the price point that I spent had gone up a little bit. And as a single man, I bought what the fuck I want. I ain't got to worry about them ragged ass kids no more. I shouldn't have said that. I fed them. But anyway. I fed them, I bought them clothes, I bought them cars. Look, I did a lot for kids that wasn't mine, y'all. I'm just saying. I did a lot. Your boy did a lot. I sacrificed. But I ain't got that issue no more. So now I can spend my issue on what I want to spend it on. And for those of you who don't live in the South, when we say issue, we talking about money, paper. But anyway, I digress. Spicy, sweet goodness. This is one of those fragrances that you can't wear around everybody. The only downfall of it is strong. And you're gonna get Karen and Gertrude cackling, and Sister Gertrude nipples gonna get hard, and you know, all of that, man. And the Karens is gonna be, somebody's got on perfume, because she really activated. That perfume, that cologne really got her activated. So she gonna be acting crazy because she really turned on and she don't like it. And you know, I done went down a whole nother avenue. But nonetheless, gold standard, close enough, good smelling perfume, good smelling cologne, really strong. So be careful with this one. This next one is from the house of Zaharoff. And it's gold. It's gold. And it's from the house of Zaharoff. And this is Signature Royale. You see the dent I put in this stuff, man? Now this one, much like Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra, a little bit of a tropical vibe. No noir or noir, however you say it, means night. Can't say this just makes me want to wear it at night. To me, okay, let me correct myself. This is not Signature Noir. This is Signature Royale. Okay, that makes more sense. It doesn't make me want to wear it at night. This is Royale. Night is in there on my shelf. I mean, this is Royale. Noir is in there on my shelf. This is Royale. This makes me want to wear it in the daytime. It gives me a tropical vibe. It makes me just think, spray this on, run all your errands, run around. Is it a beachy type of tropical? No, but again, it's a tropical in the same sense of this. If you've ever smelled this, then you will understand exactly what he was going for with this. Now, I'm not saying Mr. George Zaharoff copied Tom Ford. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is they both give you that tropical vibe without it being too much coconut or too much mango or papaya or suntan lotion. They did it in a masculine way where you're gonna feel chill, relaxed, and easy without coming across like the fragrance is too feminine or too tropical. Is, you know, sometimes when you say tropical, what you really mean is coconut, and that's what you get is just this coconut mesh. That's not what you get with this or Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra. What you get is a warm fragrance with a tropical kiss that just makes you feel like I should wear that in the sun. I'm running errands, taking care of business today. And I think this would be a good one to spray on. From the house of Tom Ford, it is Signature Royale, not Noir. This one, I've only sprayed one time since I had it. So we're gonna find some clean skin to spray this on. And we're gonna reminisce on what it smells like. And it is, I could have went with anything from this house. The house is 1 million. No, I'm sorry. The house is Paco Rabanne. The line is 1 million. And this is 1 million Intense. Now, a lot of you don't have this fragrance, and I'm sorry that you don't. I do, thanks to the lovely girls over at Dillard's who let me pick from my testers when I do my scent extravaganza. And as I smell this fragrance, it just makes me wonder who decides to discontinue certain fragrances. And I understand that everything is about money. And I understand that they probably didn't sell as many bottles of this as they wanted to. But when I tell you this fragrance smells good, it smells good. This smells really good. I'm gonna try my best to give you a breakdown of what this smells like. As I take my eyes off. Now, part of the reason that I feel like this fragrance was not as received as maybe Paco and company wanted it to be is because if you think about 1 million, you think about a loud, over the top fragrance that's a punch in the face, like the original 1 million was. And then you come with an intense version that's nowhere near as intense as the original, which is what you have here. That smells so good. Do you have some of the original 1 million spice in there? Yes, but it is toned down quite a bit. It's a little bit sweeter. A much easier to wear fragrance. So take some of the spice from the original 1 million, tone it down and make it smoother and sweeter, and that's what you have with this. Is it overly sweet? No, this is a really good fragrance. You've never heard me say this on the channel, but I would almost give this fragrance a 10 out of 10. I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. And I pick up on a little bit of the 1 million cologne in this as well. So it's sweet, it's spicy, and it's fresh. And it's toned down, very masculine, but at the same time, it's very gentlemanly. It has enough of a punch that you're gonna get noticed, but it's not so in your face that it's obnoxious. Got it? Get it? Good. Man, that's good. That is good. And it's discontinued along with Privé. Imagine that. How you gonna discontinue this and Privé and 1 million cologne? Really, Pac? Come on now. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. I can smell this fragrance and I can see there's about 5 or 6 fragrances that popped to my head that came along after that one that smell, makes you wonder, like, and this is one of them. Now, I'm not saying that they're the same. I'm just saying I can see how this would have been the forerunner to a lot of fragrances like this. This reminds me of some things from the house of Valentino as well. Not an exact clone, because this right here, again, sweet, spicy, clean, a little bit floral, just a lot going on in this fragrance. And I like it. I like it. I smell a little bit of the 1 million cologne. I smell a little bit of the 1 million Royale. I smell a little bit of the original 1 million. I smell a little bit of the 1 million gold. I smell a little bit of a lot of Paco Rabanne 1 million fragrances in this particular 1 million. And this is 1 million intense. Good fragrance. 10 out of 10. Good job, Paco. That's good job, Paco, making it. Bad job discontinuing. Last but not least, from the house of Haramain, and it is Haramain's Amber Oud, the gold edition. Yeah, and this is a must-have fragrance. Backup bottle worthy, especially for the 40 or 50 bucks that you're gonna pay for this. Definitely unisex. Anybody can wear this fragrance anytime. It is definitely a fruit bomb with peach and mango and stuff like that being in there. But when I tell you, baby, listen to me now, believe me later on. When I tell you that this fragrance smells good, and when I tell you that you're gonna get compliments, this is one of the few fragrances in my collection that I have let people smell, and nobody, man, woman, or child, has disliked this fragrance. Just being 1000% honest, nobody that I have let smell this fragrance has disliked it. And that's any age, any race, any sex. They all go, what is that now? What's the name of that? Where can I get it? Can you order me something? And it's normally how it goes. And I go, yes, I can order you some. This is the name of it. I'll order you some. You know, give me a couple days to look around and see if I can find you a good bottle, because for whatever reason, this is always on my card. This is always on my card. Always on my card. Haramain is a great, great house. I can smell like that all day. And I think it's a clone of Zaharoff's something or another, but rounding it out, man, and bringing an end to the gold standard, it is Haramain's Amber Oud Gold. All right, guys, that is it, man. That has been 10 fragrances from my collection that I think represent that gold standard. So I am fixing to end this video, edit this video, thumbnail this video, and get it up so you can see it tomorrow. Congratulations to all the Fitty fans who won that championship. Man, I know y'all are ecstatic, man. Eat some cheesesteaks for your boy. So listen, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys, peace.